How's it going? Can you introduce yourself and then we'll jump right into it?
Yeah. I'm Eliah Mountjoy, the voice of the Winter Soldier.
I have to ask, how does it feel to have probably the most recognizable alt in Marvel Rivals?
You know, just a second ago you were asking what's it like to go in the booth and then have everything change. I went in to record for this game and it was a game like every other game. I just try to give everything to what I have, and I didn't know that my ults were going to be as potent as they became, so it was fine until friends started sending memes of kids in the mall and people in their car, and then I was like, okay, this is something's happening
Something's
here.
a little bit bigger than.
And then when Sebastian Stan was saying my lines from the game, then I was like, okay, this has gone somewhere else.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. I mean, I think it's really hard to like separate character from what we see in like the MCU and things like that. But you've definitely made the Winter Soldier kind of your own. But then you have Sebastian Stan imitating you. How's that like?
I'm so grateful that it worked out as well as it did, because Sebastian Stan instantiated, pun intended, I guess, the role in 2015, and I was a huge fan, man. When he came out, I was like, oh, dude, this character.
Yeah.
And it turns out a whole lot of other people felt that way too. So, once I found out that I was playing the Winter Soldier, it was like, oh man. Any Marvel character, you're already coming in on something established, and then on top of that, you have to put yourself into it as you would any role. So the team was actually really great. Danny Koo, Dakota, our director Michael, they were great about how would you say this, and not being he says it like this. I think that there's probably characters like Spider-Man, Hulk, where there's more like this. Kind of how this character, but those actors have been playing those characters for 20 years.
Yeah.
So all things equal, I got really lucky getting cast in this, and then them being really cool with let's explore, and let's find out who you are and what you bring to this. And as it turns out, I have a lot of things in common with Bucky Barnes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a stretch for me to get into this character. It was very natural and very organic.
Well, tell us about the similarities. Well, what did you bring to it? We talked to some of the other voice actors earlier, and a giggle here, a sudden pause here. That's like you.
Well, like specifically, Winter Soldier has a lot of trauma and heartbreak and mind washing in his past, and it's not like I killed a bunch of people and now I'm coming to terms with it.
Yeah.
But it's having to overcome a lot of heartache and hardship in my childhood.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of therapy for me, and so getting over
bringing that to the booth.
Yeah, bringing it to the booth and finding what the transition is, and what is a person like when they've experienced a lot of pain.
Yeah.
You can tell that somebody's demeanor when they've experienced torturous pain, and it either engenders an empathy or it makes them a monster.
Yeah.
And Bucky has both.
Yeah.
He can become a monster, and he also has this tremendous empathy. And it's that duality of him that I loved. I loved playing those two sides.
Yeah.
And it's emulated in the way I do his voice. His voice is very chill. And I did a lot of training with Navy SEALs and very dangerous people.
Really?
They were super chill. They were super relaxed, man, almost to the point where it's uncomfortable.
Scary.
Because they can kill you with their hands.
Yeah.
Like right now, they could just and I'm a larger person, and they're smaller than you, and they could have ended me with just their hands.
They could have agained you.
But they're so chill about it.
Yeah.
So it's a little unnerving because they have this switch where they go into flip mode, and that's what Bucky has, that same thing. He goes into that.
Well, it seems like you really put yourself into it. So, like, was it hard to kind of get you out of that when you're getting out of the booth, when you're really putting that much of yourself into it?
I mean, as an actor, you either have to accept that you're acting, or you're a method actor and you have to continue torturing yourself in order to get the performance. I have tried to choose the path of how do I live a human experience in the moment, be honest and present and true to that, and then leave it.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to carry Bucky's torture and pain with me. I don't need that. I have my own.
Yeah.
So, but I draw from that, and it becomes a kind of catharsis And I think that's what makes. I mean, all of this is about connecting with people, and that's the reason why we use voice actors. We're actors, and our job is to connect with people. And if you're being honest and true with yourself, it's going to reach somebody. It's going to reach them where they are.
Yeah, and I'm really curious what it's like. I mean, obviously we have cosplayers here. Obviously we have devs here. But I think what I've loved about Marvel Rivals and NetEase is bringing in the voice actors to like put voices to the characters. What's it been like for you to be here? I mean, it's your 6th Comic-Con, but here as Bucky Barnes.
Well, it's been a dream come true. We were saying it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Because it's one event to the next, but we're also riding this high.
Yeah.
Because it's such a well-received game, and there's so much wonderful energy from the fans. You can't help but be boosted by that. And so what might ordinarily be an impossible day, from morning till noon till night, the energy and the positivity of the fans keeps you lifted, and though it's like the air under your wings, and it's been amazing. I don't know how else we would have gotten through these days if everybody hadn't been so amazing.
Yeah, I think the fan reaction has definitely been one of my favorites. I was talking to Danny earlier, and 4 million people on Discord. But what I think is not emphasizes enough is the things that you're talking about, like the real. I think what people think when they're playing Marvel Rivals, they're just trying to get their elo, or they're just trying to push the point. They're like, Bucky ulted me again, but they're not seeing kind of like the lore stuff inside of there. How's it been for you to kind of like see that play out, to give a different side of Bucky that people might not be?
You know, man, I think actually my experience is people are receiving that side, and it's because in another game, if you're playing a character, you're playing them and you just hear their lines. Now, but the way that Rivals has made it so at the beginning you hear other people talk, your interactions with them, and so you do get this backstory, and you do understand. There's a whole history between these two people, and then they've got that whole page with the lore behind it, and
which comics is coming from, the skins, where the skins
right.
are coming from.
Yeah, that's amazing. And on our streams, I'll just go on and read it, because I get to inform myself. And things evolve, it changes. It's like the Brubaker version of Bucky is different from the previous iterations, and it's like it's a story, it's a character that's evolving. It's not this rigid rock that stays in stone forever. So Rivals introduces a new version of it, and so I get to educate myself in that way by reading it through. It's great, man. It's Marvel has created this universe that's so connected and transcended other cultures, other boundaries, other places, people of all different languages, belief systems, races. It all connects with people because it has this mythos that is the human experience, and that's where it connects all of us. I love that about it.
And where better than Marvel Rivals and comics and video games? Are you playing yourself? Like, well, who are you maining these days? Are you a Bucky main? Are you?
Of course.
You're the guy. You're the guy that's ulting me as Susan Storm. Thank you.
I don't know if I'm ulting you though. I'm trying to ult you. And Bucky, it's a really hard character to play.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
you got 3 bullets per, and you got to land those bullets.
Yeah, you got to be good. You got to have a shot.
So and I'm also trying to learn how to stream at the same time.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot going on. I've been doing
tell us about that. I mean, I know a lot of the voice actors are streaming the game. How's it been like that for you to stream the game while also playing the game?
It's been amazing. But it's been amazing because I'm horrible at all of it. I wanted to start streaming for some earlier games I was in, like Cyberpunk and Call of Duty, and I was like, I want to stream. I grew up playing games. I love games. I want to do it. But it's so much. You got to set up all this stuff, and so for a year, maybe 2, I was wanting to do it. So I was standing right on the edge. I was like, I want to do it. And this game came out. I was like, I need to do it. And it was Daniel, who was already streaming, and Jordan, who was already streaming. And they just bumped me off the edge. Nice. I was like, and they fell into the cold end of the pool, and it's splashing. And they're like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. And man, the community came together, and mods came. The best people came forward, and they just helped me build it. And they were fine with. They still are. I'll start streaming and something goes wrong, and people are they just want to be there for the good vibes, and
Yeah.
it creates this community because we're humans. We need that.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing, man. I was afraid to get going, and I just needed a good swift kick in the arse,
Yeah.
and they got me started, and now it's off, and it's like it's great, man.
Yeah,
It's
and now
great.
you're connecting with the character all the time. You're forever immortalized as Bucky Barnes.
And I want to learn to play him better.
Yeah.
But there's only so many hours in a day, so I just get to play.
Yeah.
I just get to play and have fun, and
That's
and
good.
try to ult the back line. And
It works great. Well, it's all the questions I had. I know you guys have had a long day, so I want to get you out of here. I'm not going to ask you to ult again. But
I'll do it for
oh,
you guys.
okay.
Let's do it. I'll do
Can
it.
we do it together?
Camera. Yeah, you want to do it
Yeah,
together?
can we do it together?
Okay, yeah.
Can we get a countdown?
Oh, and dangerous
I love it.
again.
Yeah, more. I love it. Oh, God, you're fantastic. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, brother.
This was fantastic.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
you. Thank you.